Welcome back to another video. Yes, I'm Gojo glazing today. Just because JJK is back, I get to glaze a little bit. But my question is, for many people, especially now, especially with the JJK sequel out, do you think anyone actually surpassed Gojo, at least in Jujutsu Society? As we know, Gojo was defeated by Sakura inherently, and they burned Gojo's body to the ground just because they didn't want Gojo's body inherently to become a weapon, just like Yuta had to use Gojo's body as a weapon towards Sakuna. So apparently they burned it, inherently not bringing Gojo back anyway. And now knowing that there's another 6 eyes user in the JJK franchise. Now will he have 6 eyes in Infinity? Who knows? I think Gege, I think that's his name. Gege has learned his lesson and not now make someone inherently more powerful. Granted, they're younger students than what we see, and of course Gojo was a fully realized grown man, so maybe he has both. But for right now, at least according to like manga spoilers, there's he doesn't have both, at least not confirmed to have both. He has one or the other, as Gojo was the special case for both. But do you think anyone actually surpassed Gojo? Of course, Gojo inherently when he was alive said 4 of his students could surpass him, or big 3 of his students could pass him. It was Itadori, just because he had Sukuna inside of him. He had Yuta, of course, because Yuta had Riku and many other ones, and Hikari. Now, as we know, Hikari is not a special grade sorcerer. He's a grade 1 sorcerer who can attune to become a special grade sorcerer when he's in jackpot mode. Just doesn't have the inherent destructive capabilities like a Itadori, like a Yuta, and like a Gojo to massively affect or destroy a nation on their own. Now, he could do it, of course, if he's in jackpot mode, but he doesn't have the big like a reversal red, reversal blue, or what a Yuta can do when he can excessively expand their curse energy and bring down a large number of curses at one time. Hikari got to do it one by one. And of course, Yuji has his own version of Dismantle. So that in it by itself would make him incredibly powerful. And now fully realized Yuji, especially nowadays, should be a special grade sorcerer if they kept the grades intact, especially since the higher ups that Gojo killed were no longer in power. So who knows if the grades are still intact. And Megumi was also one of the ones that was supposed to surpass Gojo, just because he has the access to the 10 shadows, and the 10 shadows user was one of the original 10 shadows users did kill a 6 eyes user. But now we know that's foreshadowing for a different fight. Of course, spoilers for that fight, but for a different fight. Do you think anyone surpassed Gojo? I like to think no, since Gojo was a very special case and Gege has repeated multiple times that he was too strong for the story. I like to think not. Yuta, of course, had fully capabilities, but since it's such a big time jump, unless we get flashbacks, unless we get statements that confirm that he is supposedly stronger than Gojo, or he looks stronger than Gojo. And of course, this has to be students and people that knew him. For example, many people are dead that knew him. Maki, dead. Hikari is presumed to be dead just because Yuta died, and Hikari should be older than Yuta. Itadori in his class may be the last one standing. Megumi, of course, is rumored to be dead. Nobara should be dead. But Itadori, for as right now, is unconfirmed, so he should be out there still kicking it somewhere. So unless there is a confirmation, unless Gege is going to talk about it in an interview, saying these characters specifically surpass Gojo, no. Now, as we know, they all got to reach their primes. They was able to fully realize their capabilities, their curse techniques, something Gojo always wanted them to do. So who knows, especially Yuta's capabilities of copying techniques and his domain expansion should have been as powerful, if not more powerful, than Infinity. Then most likely Yuta and Itadori were the ones to surpass them, and Hikari was of course stuck in that grade 1 or that grade, or on that borderline special grade thing, unless he went back to Jujutsu High and actually focused up on his studies. But who knows? So that's just me. I don't think anyone surpasses Gojo. Hopefully we get feats, hopefully we get flashbacks, especially with the original crew, but since they effectively killed them all off to focus on this new generation, that's inherently sad. But of course, hopefully we get a flashback here or there, or we get we get an inherent statement from somebody who knew Gojo or somebody who was around the students and Gojo at the same time, talking about how one surpassed the other, or just one really old dude that was able to outlive everybody that from 1 to 30 years. Maybe Toto, because Toto was inherently strong. Anyway, like, subscribe. What do you think? You think anyone surpassed Gojo? That's just me though, and I'll see you in the next one.